TL returns home with Tommy and the others at the beginning of Landman Season 2's 5th episode. Tommy is overextending himself, Nate cautions. He cannot serve as both the president and a landman. Unfortunately, Nate also has a ton of bills and other paperwork related to Cooper's camp leasing. Ainsley and Angela believe that hosting a themed dinner party could be a smart idea. They decide to host a pirate supper after learning about TL's favorite dish. In the meantime, Ariana brings up the topic of marriage and expresses her desire to tie the knot, particularly if it's done correctly. Cooper must first obtain Ariana's father's approval, though. She cautions that he must be certain because this will require a lot of work. When Tommy and Cooper get together for dinner, they find out that the Oil Expo is coming to town the next week. Cooper is cautioned by Tommy not to rush into marriage. But the drillings are the main problem for him. Cooper dismisses the costs, saying that Sonrisa is paying for the drilling. However, Tommy mentions that the meter is running and he has $40 million in his checking account. Tommy determines that MTEX will purchase the leases and cancel the note, covering the expenses, even if Cooper is in grave danger. Tommy determines that he can hire Cooper and manage his own team, so Cooper can earn a considerably safer $9,000 per month instead of starting over with nothing. Tommy, meantime, goes to the drill's accident site to assess the damage. He is rather irate that Nate has taken so long to inform him, and it doesn't look good. Even worse, he's only now learning about the H2S issue. He drives over to meet Dan after visiting Jarrell at the hospital. Rebecca goes with Nate to discuss the rig situation with the solicitors. They have 45 days to start the process, but the permissions are in place. It's pushy, and things don't seem good despite the drastically different agreement they had a week earlier. The problem is that everything has Cammie's name on it. Whether she is aware of it or not, she has signed off. Tommy is not pleased when he learns. When he visits Dan, he declines to form a partnership. Tommy is adamant about not going down this path once more, despite Cammie's urgency. It seems that Dan murdered a man in front of Tommy. But Dan is aware of how terrible their obligations are, and he gradually explains the extent of their problems. Tommy finds out where the missing money is when he catches up with Cammie and the others. Cammie has the money, but she is unable to access it. It turns out that Monty has gone through a lot with these cash. Nate's solution isn't very attractive. MTEX can eliminate their debt by filing for bankruptcy, but doing so would result in the loss of a significant portion of their possessions. Tommy conveys the seriousness of doing business with him. He is the leader of the mob wing, and if the FBI discovered that they were giving the mob $400 million, they would appear to be the driving force behind their money laundering scheme. Cammie, on the other hand, is blissfully naive and would stop at nothing to win. She establishes the rules, stating that she wants to schedule a meeting with Dan and restating her authority. Tommy goes to the Patch Cafe for a drink after his day. He strikes up a pleasant, bantering conversation with the barman. However, he sees Ariana there and goes to speak with her. In addition, he delivers a few $100 banknotes. Cooper, who spends the night at Ariana's father's house, is the only person not present at this pirate meal. He bestows his blessing, but primarily because it was all a major test from Ariana and he never needed it in the first place. When Tommy arrives at the end of the episode and discovers that the house has been fully converted into this pirate cove, he is full of jokes and laughter. Naturally, Tommy's smile conceals his true emotions. MTEX are in grave danger. Thanks for watching, stay tuned for more updates.